Welcome to IAS Academy. Prior to the 2023 preliminary exam, we will cover 15 questions daily in a video. I have already uploaded 40 test series last year. So, let's start our session. Our first question is,
which one of the following groups of plants were domesticated in the New World and introduced in the Old World? The answer to this question is option A, tobacco, cocoa and rubber. New World crops are those crops that were native to the New World, mostly the Americas before 1492 AD and not found anywhere else at that time. Notable among these crops are maize, winter squash and climbing beans. Tobacco, cocoa and rubber were native crops of Americas and were introduced in the Old World, that is Asia. So her answer to this question is option A. Question number 2. Consider the following pairs. Which of the pairs given are correctly matched? The answer to this question is option B. 1, 3 and 4 are correctly matched. That is Adriatic Sea, Albania, Caspian Sea, Kazakhstan, Mediterranean Sea, Morocco are correctly matched. The Adriatic is the northernmost arm of the Mediterranean Sea. The countries with coast on the Adriatic are Albania, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia, Italy, Montenegro and Slovenia. Hence pair 1 is correctly matched. The Black Sea is a marginal Mediterranean Sea of the Atlantic Ocean lying between Europe and Asia. It is bounded by Turkey, Bulgaria, Ukraine, Russia, Georgia and Romania. Hence pair 2 is not correctly matched. Here this rules out option A, C and D, leaving the correct answer to be option D. Caspian is an enclosed body of water between Asia and Europe. It is bordered by Kazakhstan, Russia, Azerbaijan, Iran and Turkmenistan. Hence pair 3 is correctly matched. Morocco's Mediterranean coast represents the westernmost edge of the northern African coast. The coastline features the Strait of Gibraltar that marks the link between Mediterranean Sea and the Atlantic Ocean. Hence pair 4 is correctly matched. There are 6 countries, that is Saudi Arabia, Sudan, Egypt, Eritrea, Yemen and Djibouti bordering the Red Sea. Hence pair 5 is not correctly matched. So her answer to this question is option B. Question number 3. Consider the following pairs. Pandarpur, Chandrabhaga, Tiruchirappalli, Kaveri, Hampi, Malaprabha. Which of the pairs given above are correctly matched? The answer to this question is option A. Pairs 1 and 2 are correctly matched. That is Pandarpur, Chandrabhaga, Tiruchirappalli, Kaveri. Pandarpur is a well-known pilgrimage town on the banks of Chandrabhaga river near Solapur city in Maharashtra. Hence pair 1 is correctly matched. Tiruchirappalli is an ancient city situated on the banks of Kaveri river in Tamil Nadu. It was a citadel of the early Cholas which later fell into the Pallavas. Hence, pair 2 is correctly matched. Hampi is a UNESCO World Heritage Site located in the Tungabhadra Basin in Bellary district, Karnataka. Hence, pair 3 is not correctly matched. So, your answer to this question is option A. Question number 4. Consider the following statements. Statements are, Asiatic lion is naturally found in India only. That is correct. Double-humped camel is naturally found in India only. That is incorrect. One-horned rhinoceros is naturally found in India only. That is incorrect. Which of the statements given above is or are correctly matched? The answer to this question is option A. Statement 1 only is correct. The Asiatic lion, also known as the Persian lion or Indian lion, is a member of the Panthera leo subspecies that is restricted to India. Its previous habitats consist of West Asia and Middle East before it became extinct in these regions. At present, Gir National Park and Wildlife Sanctuary is the only abode of the Asiatic lion. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The double-hump camel is a native of Gobi Desert and is found on a vast expanse of cold deserts areas across Mongolia, China, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan and parts of Afghanistan. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. The greater one-horned rhino, that is Indian rhino, is the largest of the rhino species. By the strict protection and management from Indian and Nepalese wildlife authorities, its population have increased in northeastern India and terai grasslands of Nepal. Hence, statement 3 is not correct. So, the answer to this question is option A. Question number 5. Why is there a great concern about the microbeads that are released into environment? Options are, they are considered harmful to marine ecosystem, they are considered to cause skin cancer in children, they are small enough to be absorbed by croplands in irrigated fields. They are often found to be used as food adulterants. The answer to this question is option A. They are considered harmful to marine ecosystems. Microbeads are small, solid manufactured plastic particles that are less than 5 mm and don't degrade or dissolve in water. Microbeads are most commonly used in personal care products as cleansers and exfoliants. Microbeads have also been added to some facial scrubs and body washes. They are considered harmful to marine and aquatic ecosystems because most wastewater management systems are not able to filter or capture plastic microbeads. This can cause them to eventually end up in rivers, lakes, and oceans. So, your answer to this question is option A. Question number 6. In the context of which one of the following are the terms pyrolysis and plasma gasification mentioned? Options are extraction of rare earth elements, natural gas extraction technologies, hydrogen fuel-based automobiles, waste to energy technologies. The answer to this question is option D, waste to energy technologies. With an ever-increasing population and rapid pace of urbanization, the country is facing a huge challenge of waste management. The polymer waste consisting of plastic, sanitary waste, etc. is being disposed of through two main processes, that is pyrolysis and plasma gasification. To recycle damaged and unusable dry waste, the Commissionerate of Municipal Administration has set up waste treatment plants using pyrolysis process. Solid waste treatment and disposal utilizing plasma or gasification process is an option for eco-friendly solid waste management in which large volume reduction of waste up to 95% is possible. The plasma gasification process uses electricity to generate high temperature plasma R, which converts the waste into syngas. The produced syngas after purification can use in gas engines for generation of electricity, that is energy from wastes. So her answer to this question is option D. Question number 7. Which of the following are in Agasthyamala Biosphere Reserve? The answer to this question is option A, because Neyyar and Pepara are in Agasthyamala Biosphere Reserve. The Agasthyamala Biosphere Reserve is located in the southernmost end of the Western Ghats. Established in 1997, Agastyavanam Biological Park is a wildlife sanctuary in Kerala. The park is located near Thiruvananthapuram and has endemic medicinal plants and rich biodiversity. It is contiguous to Neyyar Wildlife Sanctuary and Pepara Wildlife Sanctuary. So, your answer to this question is option A. Question number 8. Consider the following pairs. Bluefin Mahseer, Kaveri River, that is correct. Irrawaddy Dolphin, Chambal River, that is incorrect. Rusty Spotted Cat, Eastern Ghats, that is correct. Which of the pairs given above are correctly matched? The answer to this question is option C. Pairs 1 and 3 are correctly matched. The Western Ghats region is famous for freshwater biodiversity. Mahseer, belonging to the genus Thor, is considered a prized sports fish of great cultural value. In the Kaveri, the Mahseer community comprises two varieties, that is a bluefin fish and a humpbacked fish. Hence, pair 1 is correctly matched. In India, during the dolphin census in Chilka Lake, direct sighting of 146 Irrawaddy dolphins has been reported. Dolphin distribution in Chilka is considered to be the highest single lagoon population. Irrawaddy dolphins are found in coastal areas in South and Southeast Asia and in 3 rivers, that is Irrawaddy, Myanmar, Mahakam, Indonesian Borneo, and the Mekong, China. Hence, pair 2 is not correctly matched. The rusty spotted cat, one of the few wild cats, is among the animals in Eastern Ghats. This species is found in India, Sri Lanka, and in Nepal. Hence, pair 3 is correctly matched. So, your answer to this question is option C. Question number 9. In the context of which of the following do some scientists suggest the use of cirrus cloud thinning technique and injection of sulphate aerosol into stratosphere? Options are creating the artificial rains in some regions, reducing the frequency and intensity of tropical cyclones, reducing the adverse effect of solar wind on the earth, reducing the global warming. The answer to this question is option D, reducing the global warming. A collaborative study by researchers from India, China and US published in Geophysical Research Letters has offered a combination of two dominant methods, that is stratospheric sulphate aerosol increase and cirrus cloud thinning, to reduce global warming and precipitation rates to pre-industrial levels. So, her answer to this question is option D. Number 10. For the measurement or estimation of which of the following are satellite images or remote sensing data used? Options are chlorophyll content in the vegetation of a specific location, that is correct. Greenhouse gas emission from rice paddies of a specific location, that is correct. Land surface temperature of specific location, that is also correct. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. The answer to this question is option D. All the statements are correct. Multispectral satellite images is used in the estimation of chlorophyll content in crops. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Based on land surface dynamics characterization, satellite data is used for the estimation of methane emission from rice fields of a specific location. Hence statement 2 is correct. The land surface temperature is estimated with geostationary satellites. Hence statement 3 is correct. So the answer to this question is option D. Question number 11. With reference to communication technologies, what are the differences between LTE and VoLTE? Statements are LTE is commonly marketed as 3G and VoLTE is commonly marketed as advanced 3G. Wrong statement. Both are 4G. LTE is data only technology and VoLTE is voice over technology. Wrong statement. VoLTE is voice over LTE connection. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. The answer to this question is option D. Neither one nor two of the statements are correct. LTE, that is long time evolution, is a fourth generation wireless standard that provides increased network capacity and speed for cell phones and other cellular devices compared with 3G. Voice over LTE happens when your carrier allows you to place a phone call over your LTE connection. VoLTE allows users to enjoy good quality voice calls with data service. And also during the voice calls, the data connection does not get off in VoLTE. So our answer to this question is option D. Number 12. Consider the following statements about particularly vulnerable tribal groups in India. Statements are PVTGs reside in 18 states and 1 union territory. That is correct. A stagnant or declining population is one of the criteria for determining PVTG status. That is correct. There are 95 PVTGs officially notified in the country so far. That is incorrect. As per 2011 data, census data, there are 75 PVTGs in India. Irula and Konda Reddy tribes are included in the list of PVTGs. That is correct. Which of the statements given above are correct? The answer to this question is option C. Statement 1, 2 and 4 are correct and statement 3 is incorrect. During the fourth 5-year plan, a subcategory was created within scheduled tribes to identify the most vulnerable groups which were considered to be the lowest levels of development. As per census 2011, there are a total of 75 PVTGs out of 705 scheduled tribes spread over 18 states and 1 union territory. Hence, statement 1 is correct and statement 3 is incorrect. On the basis of the Debha Commission report, criteria for identifying PVTGs are pre-agricultural level of technology, low level of literacy, economic backwardness and a declining or stagnant population. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Irula from Tamil Nadu and Konda tribes from Andhra Pradesh and Telangana are included in the list of PVTGs. Hence, statement 4 is correct. So, here answer to this question is option C. Question number 13. Under which schedule of the Constitution of India can the transfer of tribal land to private parties for mining be declared null and void? Options are 3rd schedule, 5th schedule, 9th schedule, 12th schedule. The answer to this question is option D, 5th schedule. At the domestic level, the Constitution provides autonomy to tribal areas in matters of governance under 5th and 6th schedules, which is further fortified by Samatha vs. State of Andhra Pradesh judgment, where the Supreme Court declared that the transfer of tribal land to private parties for mining was null and void under the 5th schedule. The framework for protection of the rights of tribal and indigenous people is further strengthened by Recognition of Forest Right Act 2006. Which protect the individual and community rights of tribal people in forest areas and their right to free and prior informed consent in the event of their displacement and resettlement. So, our answer to this question is option B. Number 14. The service area approach was implemented under the purview of options are Integrated Rural Development Program, Lead Bank Scheme, Manrega, National Skill Development. The answer to this question is option B, Lead Bank Scheme. Service area approach is a developed version of the area approach structure of the lead bank scheme. Service area approach introduced in April 1989 in order to bring about an orderly and planned development in rural and semi-urban areas of the country. The lead bank scheme envisages assignment of lead roles to individual banks for the district allotted to them. The lead bank acts as a leader for coordinating the efforts of all credit institutions in the allotted district to increase the flow of credit. So, our answer to this question is option B. Question number 15. The chairman of public sector banks are selected by options are Bank Boards Bureau, RBI, Union Ministry of Finance, Management of Concerned Bank. The answer to this question is option A, Bank Board Bureau. Bank Board Bureau is a self-governing autonomous body of the central government. It's an advisory authority comprising eminent professionals and officials to improve the management of public sector banks. The government in 2016 approved the constitution of Bank Boards Bureau to make recommendations for appointment of whole-time directors as well as non-executive chairpersons of public sector banks and state-owned financial institutions. The Ministry of Finance takes the final decision on the appointments in consultation with the Prime Minister's office. So the answer to this question is option A.
So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. We will continue with the next essay tomorrow.